let's played you, let's played you, let's played you. I just got you today. I want to someday, but you're a massive game. Maybe someday. Don't know yet. Definitely want to someday. Maybe. You took a while. I've let's played 2/3 of you. I have no idea. Hello lovely people of the world, what's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 3 Side Stories. In the previous episode, we conquered our first part found, and that is proper grammar. Those Pikmin are company property, not yours. If a fellow employee needs some, I expect you to share. How else are you supposed to get my treasure out of that cave? Alrighty then, starting things off today is going to be a pretty interesting one. So, there's some winged Pikmin around here somewhere, but we're starting things off with the yellows this time around. So there are going to be some dwarf bulbs over here we got to be careful of, so that's going to be fun. Basically, the goal this time around is we're going to have to take care of all the enemies in the area, and that's going to be pretty fun indeed. Now, even though I've said that raising your Pikmin population isn't that much of a priority compared to previous levels, it's still a really good idea to take care of that right now, and start off things by raising your Pikmin army, so that you can get to these areas pretty quickly. Because... yeah, it would kind of not be that good of an idea to try and do like a bare minimum run of trying to only get through these like the most bare minimum Pikmin ever. Although that would be a fun challenge run someday. So, Game Champ 3000, if you're watching this, why hasn't happened yet? I've been referencing Game Champ 3000 a lot in these past couple of videos. But anyway, let's pluck these Pikmin, because the Pikmin are super adorable, and they're awesome, and I love Pikmin. Now, I have been complaining a couple times throughout this series, and I do apologize for that, because I do love this game. I love what they did with the Switch version. It's just that there are a few things here and there that I don't entirely agree with. I don't like the lock-on system in this game, so that's definitely a big negative. I'm sure they'll improve it by the time they never release Pikmin 4. So right here we're going to be switching who's controlling which Pikmin type, because there's a glass wall over here, and over on Louie's side of the area there's going to be an electrical hazard. Be very careful right here, because it's very easy to accidentally knock your Pikmin off the cliff and they'll fall in the water. I'm pretty sure they can jump back up to the shore if you're quick enough. I'm not quick enough, and I have not very fond memories of that area. But we also have a Wollywog to deal with right here, but luckily we have the rock Pikmin, so definitely a way to pluck the yellow Pikmin in this area until you've already taken care of this thing. Same thing with this guy over here. Well, this guy can still hurt your rock Pikmin, it's just easier to deal with this if you only have to worry about the throwing rock Pikmin and things like that. Oh no! You hurt my Pikmin, how dare you! You shall be destroyed. Alright, we could probably charge the rest of your damage. Yay! I like how you look like an onion. So, it's not really that worth it to gather these corpses in particular, because the rock Pikmin onion is on the other side of the shore. So there's not really much we can do with that. But if we switch over to Louie, then there's some more things over here we can deal with. Now, if you're playing multiplayer, then you can definitely get to this area a lot quicker, because you can have Olimar taking care of those guys while Louie is off over here. Or if you're good at multitasking, then you can also do that as well. I'm usually good at multitasking, but I'm intentionally trying to avoid doing too much of that during these videos so that they're easier to follow along. Because that is one complaint that I've noticed about some other Pikmin Let's Plays, is that it's hard to keep up with multitasking, so I try to keep it simple whenever I play through these levels. Alright, take care of you. So, fun story. So, my sister and I were playing through the main story earlier today, and I came across that guy, but I didn't really have a whole lot of Pikmin with me, so I decided that I was gonna make it my mission to spend the entire day defeating the giant purple balloon guy with only 3 rock Pikmin. Or blue Pikmin, they were blue Pikmin. So that's what I spent that entire day doing. It was pretty amusing. So we go over this way now. Well, we probably should have gotten those winged Pikmin before we did anything else, but we're already going over here, so I don't need to do anything. I can just relax, stretch. That was a good stretch. I do like the Go Here feature. It's always really super convenient. It's super easy, barely an inconvenience. Just referencing all the YouTubers today. We could probably use Yellow Pikmin. No, we don't need that. I was gonna get some more Yellow Pikmin over there, but honestly, we don't really need it because we have a pretty good number already, so we can get everything we need down in this area with the current Pikmin that we have. And now that we have the winged Pikmin, we can take these back. Is there anything over there? There is an egg. There's probably nectar in there. And if I cared about nectar, then I'd throw the Pikmin there. But honestly, it's not really all that worth it in my opinion, because the Pikmin can't carry over between levels, so there's really no point in that. There probably is, because it definitely does help make things go by faster, but it's just not that useful in my opinion. In my opinion, it is always incorrect. No. No! Those poor yellows! No! No! Those poor yellows! No! No! That hurts! Those poor yellows! We lost every single one! We lost every single one right after I said I didn't think we'd need any more. That was the last thing this poor Pikmin heard. I'm sorry, yellows. That is legitimately bumming me out. This rock Pikmin is stuck in a ledge. Come on, rock Pikmin. Come on, Rocky. Come on, Rocky. Come on, Rocky. You can do it. You can do it! You can do it! Okay, I'm curious if you'll actually like fall through the earth or something like that. There were stupid stone boulder bomb rock thingies right there. Alright, we'll continue onwards. We're just gonna leave this guy be right here because he seems perfectly content living the rest of his life stuck in that area. Let's get rid of that. That should be enough. If not, then I believe there's some more bomb rocks in this area. Indeed, that was enough to destroy the rest of it. Alright, so while we do that, we're going to have Olimar take control of the winged Pikmin. And we got a bunch of more blocks. That's always pretty exciting. And I believe the last of the enemies are going to be located inside the cave next to Louie, so that's going to be pretty convenient. I don't think any of them outright require yellows to defeat, but that's still gonna hurt my soul every time I think about it. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm a monster. There were enemies over there that are electrical right after I said that we're probably not gonna need yellows for the rest of the day, even though they're all dead. I'm a monster. Let's continue onwards. Alright, there's some of these jerks, so usual strategy applies as well. Aim for the eyeballs and do not be directly in front of them. So this should work out okay. Make sure to whistle all the rock Pikmin back before they drown. So let's go take care of that. It's kind of weird that they float, honestly, because you'd think that them being rocks would, you know, make it so that they don't float. Rocks usually sink. Well, I don't know. Maybe they are pretty small, so they might float, but at the same time, it is kind of unusual to think about that. Is there anything worth getting in that thing? Okay. I always hate climbing that cliff with a lot of Pikmin because it seems like there's always at least a few of them that get caught in the corner. While you take care of that, it looks like you're not done yet, but you will be soon, so that's going to be pretty good. There's some more bomb rocks, so we could definitely take care of those amp rats now. Well, wow, there's only one. One whole bomb rock! That was totally worth it. Well, I think there was another big enemy in that area, so we don't entirely need to use this on amp rats. We should be okay because, unlike Pikmin 2, electrical hazards are not instant death, so that's pretty nice. Alright, we'll continue onwards and head over here. The raw should be taken. Yes, it is. Alright, that's pretty cool. Stop locking on! What is it locking on? My goodness, the lock on is horrible in this game. Okay, moving onwards. Let's destroy you. You started doing that right after I started charging you. That was cheap. Okay, took care of you. Alright, so I don't remember if this was in, if it was this level or another one, but something really funny happened when I was practicing for this Let's Play on stream. So, I'm just going to play this clip right now and let it speak for itself.
Let's Go Eevee is my personal favorite Pokemon game, purely because of the fact that Eevee is the starter in that game. That's also a big reason why I love X2 Darkness, so that's pretty fun. So yeah, that's pretty fun. You... Get away from my face. Get away from my face. Yeah. Where did that rock Pikmin come from? What? Huh? The rock Pikmin just flew in the air. Did that Bulborb just make that Pikmin go flying in the air and things like that? That was so funny and random. Where did it come from? Oh my goodness, that was great.
Yeah, so basically what happened was somehow the way the Bulborb knocked the Pikmin into the air, it sent them really high into the air and things like that, and I didn't see it getting knocked into the air when I was playing through the game, so suddenly seeing the Pikmin just fall from the sky, I just lost it. It was so funny. Mission complete! Words cannot describe how disappointed I am in you murdering all those yellow Pikmin. You know, this is karma. This is totally karma, because during the James Rolls Let's Play, I was teasing him when we were talking today about the fact that he threw a yellow Pikmin after already throwing a bomb and that killed the yellow Pikmin. This is totally karma for making fun of him for that, because all my yellows died. A moment of silence for the yellow Pikmin. Our splitting up strategy worked better than I anticipated. Olimar, you're just being sarcastic at this point. Sharing Pikmin freely back and forth was all the proof we need to show how much we've grown into a fully functioning team. I underestimated Louie, I admit. I shouldn't have doubted it is a commitment to the mission. There are these outline thingies that show these mission logs that Olimar writes down before the start of each level. These usually appear at the beginning of each level when you start them, but for whatever reason they don't show up when you replay through a level. And I completely forgot that these things existed when I was replaying through these, because you may have noticed that I kind of already finished all of these on my own time. So that's something that's a little bit unfortunate. So for all the previous levels we've taken care of already, you'll see on screen all the conversations that Olimar has with these outline conversation things. So, yay, extra editing for me. So I'm taking care of all that to run this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Pikmin 3 Side Stories. In the next video, the channel has gone dry. And until next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah.